Good afternoon, boys and girls from Lehigh Acres Middle School, and we are videotaping a character education lesson today, and the character trait is going to be about honesty. Learning for Life, I'm a director for this program called Learning for Life, which is a program that partners with the school district of Lee County and is all over the many different counties. And today, this video is going to be blasted out to all of the boys and girls in your school in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade classes. So we want to thank the TV production, Mr. Schultz. We want to thank all the boys and girls in his class right now, and along with my colleague and associate, Ms. Sharon Hill, who's going to go into the Learning for Life lesson about honesty at this time. We're just going to have fun, chill, and just share what we feel about honesty. So as we begin, Ms. Sharon.
Okay, hi, how's everybody doing?
Hi,
Good? All right, so honesty is a very important character trait. Anybody here would like to answer what they think honesty is? What is honesty?
Honesty is when you tell the truth.
Honesty is telling the truth. Honesty is not lying, okay? Now, why do you think that honesty is so important? Why is honesty even important anyways?
So we always know what's real, what is actually true.
Mm-hmm. So what if you know what's true? What's the big deal?
Because then you can gain trust.
Very good.
Trust, yay! High five.
We live in a society where there's so many horrible things going on, and a big part of that is that there is a lack of trust among people, okay? So it's about building trust, building relationships, so that people can get along and we can have a better community, a better society. So that's why honesty is such a big deal. Let's look at what Learning for Life has to say about honesty and about people who cheat. People cheating?
Hello, boys and girls. In this character development module, we are going to be looking at what it means to live by a code of ethics and what it means to have integrity. You are on a journey to becoming an adult, and it's not always easy. Sometimes it's a lot more fun to just be a kid. As you are growing up, it's really important that you learn to make good decisions for yourself. By making good decisions, we feel good about ourselves, others feel good about us, and we don't have to worry about negative consequences. The need to be accepted by your peers is one of the strongest influences you will ever face. It is important to become aware of just how influenced you are by others. So today, we will explore the amount of influence our friends can have over us and learn ways to be good decision makers. Making choices, like whether to cheat or not, is something that all students face. This lesson will show how cheating affects people, the people cheated and the person doing the cheating. When you cheat, you are cheating yourself most of all. It's never a good decision to cheat. Today's activities will help us understand why cheating is considered so wrong. Integrity is being consistent in what you think and what you do. It's about being true to yourself through your words, thoughts, and actions. Integrity is something we have to build. But when we have integrity, it helps us be more confident, and it builds our self-esteem, dignity, trust, and even energy. By the end of this module, young people will learn what it means to have good judgment. They will be able to discuss the importance of making decisions and establish the relationship between making good decisions and being trustworthy. Students will understand how cheating affects themselves and others around them. Finally, they will understand the concept of having integrity and be able to demonstrate it daily.
Okay, so I remember growing up, my parents always used to tell me that my integrity was the most valuable thing I could ever own. And I used to be like, what? But even at that point in time, they were teaching me about the importance of having good, strong character, having good character traits, being of good character. Your character is what's going to determine your success, okay? Whether it's that you want to be a mom, a dad, a good parent, a good CEO of a company, a good community leader, a mayor, President of the United States, a teacher, a principal, your character is going to determine how successful you are. Okay, your principal or Dr. A.T. or Miss Brown or all those people that you see in authority here in the school didn't get to where they are because they lack character. Character is what? What is character? If you could tell me, what is character?
Your feelings or something, your actions.
Close, yes, your actions.
It's yourself, your feelings.
There you go. It is yourself. It's who you are. Your character is who you are. How you behave, how you interact with people, how you talk to people, how you exchange with others. Your personality, your character is who you are. Okay? And developing good character traits, which is what we teach about, is what makes you a good, strong person with good character. All right, so let's go on.
Here's some vocabulary words, Ms. Sharon. You're going to talk about cheating, and is that honesty?
And honesty.
And honesty, right?
Yes, those are our key words.
So, to cheat, to act in a way,
That is not honest in order to gain an advantage.
and I'm just curious, how many of you, let's be honest, have cheated on your test scores and quizzes? Thank you for your honesty. Okay. How many of you
did it
learned?
once.
Let me ask you this question. Did it truly help you to cheat?
Yeah, I got an A.
You got an A that time. What about those when you cheated that didn't get A's? Anybody cheated didn't get A's?
I
Because
cheated off smart people, so I
yeah,
did.
you don't always know who a smart person is. You don't know what their answer is going to be. See, you don't know if it's going to be the correct answer or not. So is it worth to cheat, take a chance? Because what happens when you cheat and you're not honest? What happens to you? Y'all know what happens to you. What does your teacher do? Gives you a referral, all right? Give me 5 for not getting referrals, hopefully. And what else happens to you?
The teachers will find out soon.
The teachers will find out.
Eventually.
And they don't, and you don't learn, is that what you said? Yes, you don't learn.
Give me low.
So there's no advantage
Yes.
that you gain from cheating, even if you got that
It
A.
comes down to young lady over there, because she seems to believe that cheating is a good thing. At the end of the day, you're really cheating yourself, all right? Because you may get away with it this year and next year, maybe even all throughout your middle school years. But there is going to come a time when you're gonna be tested, and it's just you and you alone, and you have not learned all of those years what you needed to learn to be successful. That's number one. Number two, it's about you and yourself. Being honest with yourself. It's not just about being honest with other people. It's about being honest with yourself. After a while, can you go to sleep? Probably not. Maybe today, but I guarantee you, it is going to catch up with you. So it's about being honest with yourself as well as with others.
And here's an example, because we're talking also about the vocabulary word cheat, okay, which is to act in a way that is not honest in order to gain an advantage. So an example is, Tony planned to cheat on the test because he didn't have time to study, okay? Which of the following is an example of cheating? Is it before turning in the test, he copied the correct answers? What do you think, Ms. Sharon? Is that going to be a green light
I believe so.
or a red X? Green, correct. Is it that she told the clerk that she received too much change back?
No.
Would that be following an example of cheating?
No.
Let's hit that one.
That is definitely not cheating. You know, I've had situations like that where I get too much money back, and I go back and I return it because
I get a guilty conscience. I can't do
Yes,
that. I
I can't
can't
do
live
that.
with myself for a very long time because of that. How about the restaurant offered a discount coupon to customers, guys? What do you think? Do you think that is an example of cheating? Thumbs up or down? Thumbs down. You don't think so? Correct. And what about the last one? They won the game because they played the best. Let's go on to the next. So, honesty. The quality of being honest and truthful.
Honesty.
Okay, so let's go to the next. Being honest and truthful. An example is she was elected class president because of her policy of honesty. So which of the following is an example of honesty? Is it she lied to get the job? The answer is try again, no. Is it he cheated to win the game?
No.
And is it she spent money from the treasury?
No.
is that he admitted to not doing his homework.
Yes.
Correct. Let's go on to the next. And here's activity 1. In this activity, you're going to learn how cheating affects people, both the person cheated and the person doing the cheating. People do not like to be cheated. Do any of you like to be cheated?
No.
I wouldn't think so. And it upsets them and makes them angry. It does upset them and makes them angry. They think that the people who are cheating are not being fair. Okay, and they're not. They may think that the person cheating got away with something, but they're really not. Okay? You will see that people who cheat really cheat themselves, as Ms. Sharon was saying, and they cheat themselves out of friendships, because people don't want to be around people who cheat them, who are not, you young lady said about being trustworthy and trusting. I don't want to be around people or have friends that I don't trust, I can't trust. Why would I want that? I want to have friendships that I'm going to be able to communicate and say things to, things that bother me, whether it's at home or at school, or about people or family or friends. You know, I need to have that person, like a foundation of a family member or a friend. So people value honesty. People value honesty. And cheaters also cheat themselves out of learning to do things well. We touched on that. People who gain by breaking the rules don't learn how to play the game properly. We talked about that. And if you were to keep cheating, thinking you're just getting good grades, and you're not going to learn anything. And then people who gain by breaking the rules don't learn how to play the game properly. People who get grades by copying someone else's homework or test paper, okay, what happens there? They don't learn what they need to learn, as Ms. Sharon pointed out, to be successful. So the cheaters may appear to be winners, they might appear to be winners, however, they can get away with something, but they are really the losers in the long run. They're not the winners. They may think they are, but they're truly not. The old saying is true. Winners never cheat, and cheaters never win. Let's go to the next. So let's examine what it means to cheat. Here are some phrases that illustrate how cheating is not honest and not fair. Cheating is against the rules. Do we agree? Something? Yeah. Cheaters do not play fair. They don't. Cheating is not honest. It's not. People do not like cheaters. Do we agree there? Do you like cheaters? Yeah, do you like people who cheat? You don't really care? So if you had a really good friend, you have good friends? And even if it's just one friend, and that person did something or said something that wasn't right, or they cheated on something, or they're not telling the truth, that wouldn't bother you? Of course it would bother you. It's a friend. Would it bother you? It wouldn't bother you either? You don't care about people?
Except a bully.
Your friends? Would it bother you?
A bully would not care.
A bully what, sir?
A bully won't really care.
A bully won't really care. See, I tend to disagree with you there. It may look like that on the outside, especially for a bully, but you really don't know what's going on inside.
Probably they're having a bad days of the month. They're probably
Possibly.
taking it all on another person.
Why do you think bullies become bullies? Are they born that way?
Maybe.
There is no maybe. You're not born. No, you're not. You are not born as a bully.
Your environment.
Your environment
Would
establishes.
influence that.
Right.
I'm not saying like it depends on who's there.
I'm saying when you're born, when you're a
Oh,
baby,
you-
growing up, you don't become a bully. It's your, as Michelle was saying, your environment. And you really don't know why. What's the biggest reason when you should know why, as you've been getting older, which you are? Why does a bully bully? Why do you think?
Because they're probably hurt inside.
Exactly. They probably hurt aside. They probably were bullied themselves, and they think that maybe being a bully is the best way to be. That's another whole lesson that we can talk about. I can talk about that forever.
Because they think it's fun.
Well, yeah, but they really do it for one reason especially.
For the side.
Tell me why.
Because of that.
No?
Because they're tough.
Why do they people bully? Not
Because they got
just-
mad.
Listen, and don't talk without raising your hand, please, sir.
Maybe jealousy.
Possibly, but what's the main reason why they bully besides
Because they were bullied.
but they want what? What do they want?
Freedom.
Why do you think
Respect.
people do things?
They want
Thank
people
you.
to respect
Say it loud.
Attention.
Attention. They want attention for all those reasons that we were talking about. So, winners never cheat, cheaters never win. And Sharon, you want to take over the next one? See what happened there. Here we go.
Okay, so this says cheating is against the rules. Select all the reasons people break rules. Why do people break rules? Do they break rules to get ahead? Absolutely. Do they break rules out of ignorance? Exactly, they do. Do you know what that means, out of ignorance? Anybody want to explain that? Ignorance means, go ahead.
Being selfish or whatever, like just wanting to say that someone else is doing something and they're being selfish and stealing or whatever.
Okay. Selfish is a reason, but ignorance means that they don't know. They don't know any better. Maybe they're in an environment or a setting or a family or a home setting, or it could be their friends. That's what they've always seen. That's what they know. I don't know to do any better. Hey, so-and-so said it's all right. That's the way you do what you do. Okay, and they truly, truly believe that because they are ignorant. Until someone comes along and says, look, you have a choice. You can make right decisions and have positive outcomes instead of making wrong decisions and having negative outcomes, like being kicked out of school or ending up in jail. Okay, so ignorance, definitely. How about to challenge authority?
Yes.
Okay, because they get away with it.
No.
That's another one.
I said
Oh,
yes.
they could get away with it.
Yeah, they do it because they believe they can get away with it. But remember this, the adage, cheaters never win and winners never cheat. They might think they're getting away with it, but they're not. Because others do it.
That's a definitely yes.
Absolutely. So why are there rules in the first place? Why do we even need rules?
To have balance.
I like that word, balance, to have balance. Why else do you think?
Because people need jobs.
Well, to make it fair.
To make things fair. Balance, to make things fair. Any other reason?
Because then people who are police, they won't have a job.
Oh, the police officers won't have a job. Okay. Why do we need rules? How about order?
So we don't hurt each other.
So safety, so we don't hurt each other. What else?
It's gonna be burned over if we do that.
Okay, so we have some good reasons there.
We would have burned.
So what if there are some rules around that don't seem fair? What if the rules don't seem fair? What about
to
it?
change it.
You can change it. How do you go about changing it?
Ask the teacher.
Maybe go to the authority, ask the teacher, the people who made the rules. See if you can gain some understanding about why those rules are. Sometimes rules will seem unfair to us because it doesn't directly benefit us and you see it benefiting someone else. But guess what? Situations can change. And then another time, it will benefit you and not someone else. So it's always good to have an understanding of why a rule is there in the first place.
It's only because you want things that are good for you, not for them.
Exactly. So if you don't understand what you've been asked to do, what should you do in a game? Should you ask the players what the rules are?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about make up rules as you go along? Who does that?
Well,
Nah, we won't do that. How about cheat the other players to win? Nah, we won't do that either. Okay. So cheaters do not play fair. Why isn't it fair to cheat at games? Why do you think? Why?
Because it won't be fun.
It won't be fun. Why is it not fun?
Because they're gonna cheat, and then when the person calls them cheating, they're gonna argue, and then what's the point of that?
Okay, very good.
Because if you was caught in it, you would probably be taken out of it.
You'll be taken out of the game. Why do we even want to play games anyway?
Because they're awesome.
They're awesome.
back
And they're awesome, and then so what?
Especially video
it
games.
also keeps us not occupied and not bored.
It keeps you, okay, keeps you occupied and give you something to do, but one of the main reasons that people come together to play games goes back to it again. It's about building relationships. It's having fun with each other. So if I keep winning the games and nobody else is winning, is that building a really good relationship? No, it's not. So then what's the point of the game? That's why.
Let's,
How does it make others feel when they see somebody cheating? How does it make you feel? When you see someone cheating, how does it make you feel? Someone else who has an answer.
Right there in the restroom, mad.
It makes you feel mad, angry. How does it make you feel?
So to be honest,
Huh?
I have to be honest, I do it too, so I don't really care.
You don't care. Okay. You're on camera. Ah! Okay.
so how does it feel to make others when they feel that somebody's cheating? And some of you already said that you really don't care about that, because that's what you're feeling right now. So maybe something's bothering you right at the moment in time, and that's why you're giving those kind of answers. But if you really think deep inside yourself,
So if
how does it make others feel when you see somebody cheating?
Don't matter.
How does it make you feel?
You don't care.
Sad.
Makes you very sad.
I love my cheating.
You know, here's the mad, here's the angry, it makes me feel sad, it makes me feel disappointed in that person. And it goes back to what I was telling before, that when you have friendships, and if there's no trust anymore, and because that person doesn't care, won't communicate with me, and I really need someone to talk to, and that person doesn't care, then that person's not my friend. And that person's not being honest. You don't want to be my friend, that's okay. You don't need 10,000 friends in your lifetime. All you need is one decent, good friend that can relate to you and talk to you to help you get through things. That's very important. And why did you two just do that right there? You hit the fist five. Tell us why. Let's share a little bit here. I love this part of the lessons when we all talk about different things, because this is what Learning for Life is about. It's about life. And you need to stop talking when we're talking. Thank you. Go ahead. What? Why did you two just do that?
Because we're best friends.
You're best friends. Why do you say that you're best friends? What's your name, by the way?
Taylor.
Taylor and Rachel. So why are you guys best friends?
Because we talk on phones.
Why are you best friends?
Because we relate to each other.
Because you relate to each other. What does that mean, actually, Taylor? What does that mean? You relate to each other. What can you do together that you can't do with someone else as well? You can what?
Talk.
Communicate, talk with each other. What about you? There's got to be a reason. There's not time for shyness, ladies. We're talking about your true feelings of why you went like this. That means you care about each other. Do you trust each other? Okay. So if something was bothering one of you, would you talk to each other? Awesome. Hit yourselves five again. What is that, a fist thing? There? Okay, that's really good.
So I want to challenge you because you
Yeah, what are you
just
gonna say,
said
Sharon?
that you trust each other.
Right.
What's the basis of the trust? Uh-huh. Oh my goodness, we're back to the same question again. What's the basis of the trust? You trust each other. You just said it. Trust is what? How do we, who said it? Who gave us the answer before?
This
How
young
do we
lady.
gain trust?
Honesty.
Being honest.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
That's all I have to say. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Okay, let's go on.
You feel lonely.
Oh my god.
Let's go on. We're going to skip some of this because we want to make sure that we can get this lesson all in. I know. What's wrong with cheating? What's wrong with cheating?
It's lying.
So you feel it's lying.
It's
Okay. What else?
not right.
How do you spell lying, boys and girls?
What? L-Y-Y-I-N-G. L-Y. I'm good.
If Mrs. P had her glasses on to see, that would be good. Who said lying and making it difficult for me to do this?
It's fine, it's fine.
Okay, here we go. What else besides lying? Is Sharon showing the right there?
It's not really fun.
It's not fun.
Not really the right thing to do.
Not fun, not the right thing to do. Good. Okay, let's go on. Who gets hurt when someone cheats? Is it the person doing the cheating?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't want that. You don't want to go back. go forward. When you were cheating, when you were cheated by someone, did you like that person as much afterward? Thumbs up or down? I wouldn't. Okay. How would you have left it if he or she had apologized to you? This is interesting. You know, if someone cheats, and they apologize, say they're sorry. What do you think?
I still wouldn't forgive them.
You wouldn't forgive them. Okay, so would not forgive them. Would you not forgive them for just that moment in time, and maybe just that day? Would you eventually, can they get your trust, for you to trust them back eventually?
Yeah, but you still can't erase the erasers.
No, you can't erase, exactly. You know, it's like you can't change the past, but you can change the future. You ever hear that saying? Think about that. You can't change your past. What you say to each other, mean things sometimes. How many of you say mean things sometimes? Okay, and when you say those things, you can't take that back. You know, physical abuse, when people hurt each other physically by punching, kicking, whatever. Slapping each other, or tripping, you know, pinching, spitting on each other, whatever it may be. When you do things, when people do things like that, okay, do you think that words, when they call you certain names or say things to hurt your feelings, do you think that could hurt more than physical violence?
I absolutely think so, yes.
You don't, listen to this saying, you don't have to hit to hurt. You don't have to hit somebody to hurt them. You can hurt somebody by not being honest, but not being truthful. Losing their trust, losing their faith, okay? So you have to remember that.
He's just somebody for not being honest.
Okay, so we're gonna do this last one here. It says, winners never cheat, and what does being a real winner mean? If anyone could sum that up, what does being a real winner mean?
Like giving the answers based on what you know.
Okay, based on what you know. What else?
Not cheating. Being a legitimate winner means not to cheat and always do it truthfully.
Not to cheat and do it cheerfully. What did you have to
Truthfully.
say? Being honest. That's being the real winner. And this whole talk has been about being truthful, being honest, being trustworthy.
That's why I said be truthful.
Good.
Being truthful, being trustworthy, being honest, being a person of integrity. Because it is true. It is the most valuable thing you will ever own. It is not how beautiful you are, what kind of outfit you wear, the car you're going to drive, the house you're going to live in. All of those are nice things. At the end of the day, when you go for that big job, yes, you want to look professional, but they're going to be looking at your character, your history, your integrity. That is the most valuable thing you will ever own.
You know, there, when you meet people for the first time, sometimes, you know, you like judge a book. Hands are down, just a second, sweetheart, thank you. When you look at someone for the first time, meet them for the first time, people kind of look at their physique, you know. What do they look like? You know, what color skin do they have? What do their hair looks like? Who has more jewelry on? Who, you know, they wear glasses. Does it mean they're more studious? That's all the outside of a person. What's really important is the inside of a person. Let me tell you a very quick, brief story to end with. When I lost my mother when I was 8 years old, it does something to a child, especially a daughter and a mother. I didn't know how to take care of myself. Had a father who worked at night, wasn't there for me to teach me how to take care of myself, physically, you know, beautify myself. So I did have one thing, and that was the gift of gab and friends. My friends loved me no matter who I was and what I looked like. But one day, there was a knock at my door. I opened that door, and there was a box. And inside that box was a toothbrush, toothpaste, hairbrush, comb, deodorant, all kinds of things for your hygiene. They were trying to tell me something. I did not go out of my room for 3 whole weeks, and I cried all the time. Until they bursted through my door, stood me in front of a mirror, and said, it's not who you are on the outside. It's who you are on the inside. We can help you to become better, on the outside if you choose to. And that's what they did. Look at me now. Honesty. They were honest. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to deal with it. It hurt my feelings for a long time. And I had to build trust in them again, because I had to understand, which I didn't at the time, why they did what they did and how they chose to do it. So your actions are so important. Remember that. It's what you do. You choose to do things every day in your life, from the second you wake up to the second you go to sleep at night. You choose what's best for you. Teachers, family members, good friends can guide you, but who makes the ultimate decision, guys? Let's be honest. Ourselves. It's all about you. And you have to like yourself first before anybody else likes you. Okay? But you have to be honest within yourself and honest with people. But first, it's all about me, isn't it? It's all about you.
Yes.
It's about everybody in the world, but you have to be honest. So we want to thank you so much
Thank you.
for sharing this time with us today and learning about honesty. Are there any questions, concerns, comments? Yes, sir.
People also look at you how you treat your parents and other people.
Yes, how you treat others is how people are going to treat you. And not all of us have parents, correct? How many of us have one parent living with us? No parents. We live with grandparents. Okay, good. How many have two parents? A mom and a dad. Okay. You know, that's important.
I have 3.
Not everybody is the same. And it's so important that we're all different in this world. And that's a good thing to be different. But we have to respect, is what you're talking about. We have to respect each other. And we have to be honest with each other. So Ms. Sharon, thank you so much. And Mrs. P saying, be honest and see you next month for